Welcome to Broken Dice, where if it can go wrong, it will. Hey everybody, it's Tim with Broken Dice, bringing you a quick little channel update. Got some more stuff done for my ancient Spanish troops, my army I'm building. Originally started off as being just a allied contingent for my Caesarean Romans, but it's growing and I'm liking it, so it's going to turn into an army all of its own. Um, Guys were fun to put together, very quick, very easy. I went with just base colors, but a little bit more color in these guys, some oranges, some blues, greens. And the reason I went like that instead of the my more traditional browns and grays and dark grays and the darker reds is because without the shield, they'd be pretty bland on the table, and I'd like for them to stand out a little bit. And we all know with those little Big Man Studios shield transfers, when you get those on a units and you got several of those units out, it just draws the eye to it, and anything that doesn't have that is just kind of out there on the fringes, whether it's right up in front of you or not. Your eyes drawn to those little Big Man Studios transfers. Point out one thing that just frustrates me to no end is when I do this is I just got these guys done, and what do? You know, you guessed it. I broke his javelin off with my big stupid meaty finger. So I'm gonna have to bore that guy out and put in a metal one probably. Um, that's where I'm at on my painting. Next is assembly. Um, Going to do some more skirmishers, and then probably the rest of that. It's not a box; it's more of a big bag of guys, you know. But the way they come from Victrix, and I'll probably do the rest of those as light infantry, Quetrate, and then I'm going to do a unit of cavalry, and then we'll probably do a video on that entire division, and then I'm not sure. I got a whole bunch more of these guys. I've thought about basing them up for some of these other games, like oh, what's the one? Um, Clash of oh, I'm doing Clash of Empires, another one with the word Clash, and Clash of Spears, something like that. And I thought about maybe doing some of these guys based like to play that game, and then get some of those bases. Well, put those all on the round bases, and then that way I can put them on other bigger bases. And oh, you know what do they call them? Sabat bases with the little holes in them. I've got a lot of those to do for my Romans yet, and that's another project I've got to do. I've mentioned that so many times. I really got to get started on my Romans. I get to get those rebased and get some shield transfers on them, and give it some TLC that it didn't get the first time around. Well, that's enough of this. I'll be adding some other projects in as we go along. As you can see, kind of behind these guys, there's a table set up. I'm getting ready to do a second solo war game with the Clash of Empire rules. Going to do a little bit more an in-depth use of the rule book instead of just looking at movement and how things are put together. Now I'm going to actually set up a game and actually play through it. Going to be a little bit larger too, so I can put some more stuff on the board and reorganize it. Oh, that's enough of that. We can get into that in another video. I'm just starting to babble now. If you haven't subscribed, please do. If you're going to leave a comment, please do. I hope everybody stays safe. It's been a crazy time over here. My work is just escalating like crazy right now because everybody's staying at home. So they got to get their stuff somehow, and apparently I'm the guy. So everybody have a great weekend. Everybody be safe. I've been watching your videos. Everybody's putting up some tremendously great stuff. I just before I get, I just want to say that I watch these while I'm assembling and putting my stuff together, and I can't name each and every one of you that I subscribe to, but let me tell you, from World War II on down to the American War of Independence, Napoleonics, ancients, medieval. Boy, you guys are rocking it. You guys are just knocking it out of the park. Baseball term here. I wonder if you guys got a term for that, like in cricket. We call it like a home run. We call it knocking it out of the park. But anyway, I digress. That's enough of that. You guys have a great weekend, and I will see you next time with another update on painting and maybe a little quick review of my preliminary dive into Clash of Empires.